Hey guys, what's up? I have just taken delivery of my new profile titanium driver. So I thought, since I've got nothing better to do, and I'm assuming you've probably got nothing better to do as well, what with the coronavirus and everything, that we just make a little how-to video on how to change a driver or potentially switch a driver from left-hand drive to right-hand drive, or whichever way you want to do it. So obviously people may not know how to do this. I'm assuming especially kids, for example, you know, probably don't know how to do this sort of thing. So we'll just take you through it step by step, and we'll change this driver from a regular one to a nice lightweight titanium profile one. Guys, so first thing you're going to want to do is take your back wheel off. So I've got female Allen key bolts, but if you don't have Allen key bolts, your bolts probably look something like this one on Rachel's bike. So that's probably either a 17mm or a 19mm. So make sure you get your sizing right, otherwise you're going to round your bolt off trying to get it out, and that's just a ball ache to sort out. So either 17 or 19mm, or like I've got an 8mm Allen key female bolt. So start, take the wheel off. Quick tip guys, if you don't already know, with my ghetto ass little ratchet thing I've got going on, so try and always, when you're undoing your bolts, push down. So use your body weight, use gravity to try and undo your bolts, because it will just make your life a lot easier. And also try and get as much leverage as you can. So you see I've got a nice long Allen key, so get that in there, push down, yeah, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So lefty loosey, hand right on the end. Oh, those tie bolts sound good. There we go. That's it. So undo that, just loosen it off. Same with the other way. So use the long side this time, use this side to lever it. Might have to put your foot on there like that. Little bit ghetto, but it works. Cool. That's nice and loose now. Take your chain off. Watch your fingers when you do this. That's it. Chain off. Loop that over like that. Try not to let that get tangled, because again, that's a ball ache to undo if it goes wrong. Cool. And then you've got your wheel off. Alright guys, so once you've got your back wheel off, you're going to want to take your pegs or whatever off. So you've just got one bolt in your driver's side and no bolt in the other side. Well, you can leave the bolt in the other side, it doesn't really matter. But so what you're going to do, leave a little bit of room, wind it part of the way in, you see that? So leave enough thread in there that it's not going to potentially damage your threads on the inside. So it needs to be nice and sort of solid in there, but you need to have a bit of wiggle room to give it room to push through once you give it a tap. So give that a tap, and it should push the axle through, which should take off this push on cone nut and the driver here. So then once you've got that off, your driver should come out nice and easily like that. Alright guys, so once you've got your driver out, you can take out your paws and springs, but quick tip is find something. I've got the lid of a spray paint can here, just pop them in there once you take them out so you don't lose them, because if you lose them, your day's gonna suck real quick. So, alright guys, so putting the paws and springs in to your new driver, or switching your driver. So pop your spring in first, okay, and you can use your fingers and the paw to push your spring in to give you room to get your paw in, if I can. There we go. So it should slot in like that. Yeah. Do that all the way around, and then you're good to go. Alright guys, so got all our springs and paws in the driver now, yeah? So they should all be facing the same way. Obviously, again, if it's the other way around, it'll be all facing the other way. But I'm right-hand drive, so that's how it's got to be. So, and this bit can be quite tricky sometimes. In theory, it should just slot on, and if you twist it and push at the same time, sometimes it will just pop in. This one is different, so sometimes you have to again get your little screwdriver or something and just make sure that the springs and paws pop into the driver. Yeah, you see that? So give it a little press, go around, give it another little press, and just compress your springs, and it should, I say it should, just pop in like that. Yeah, nice and solid, and then just go back the way you came, basically. Alright guys, so driver is in, cone nut is on. Had a bit of a nightmare with this cone nut, so what I did was I put the bolt in with the loose cone nut, tighten that on, and then I got the bolt in the other side. I got a second Allen key, and I just tightened the bolt on, which then pushed the cone nut against firm onto the driver like that. So if you have a bit of trouble with your cone nuts, try that out. Okay, and then should be all good to go back on. Cool. Alright guys, so wheel is all back on, running smooth. So that is the conclusion really. So if you have any further questions on how to change your driver, remove your driver, switch your driver, anything like that, leave a comment underneath and I'll update you on the progress of how this went.